and happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Plug Talk Sports. This is episode 105. I am back from honestly, it was only a week, but it feels like a whole month. Back from the Caribbean, enjoying myself on the Caribbean. But it's great to be back to talking sports, my favorite thing to do. My name is Danny Torres. We got Brandon in the house, and we got Jonka Don't Stop. What did you guys do last week? Did you guys do good or bad first?
I think we did bad.
Bad?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do good then. Jonka, best thing from this past week.
I guess we're just have to be people. Hurricane creators like podcasters, YouTubers there. That's cool. I saw good. A lot of the transfer portal players played very well. If you haven't seen our video, watch it. We would more. Yeah, it was really fun.
Brandon, best thing?
Best thing what happened today. I mean, I went to the earlier today. So I can't talk about that. I got to see some stuff. I don't play for a long time. So that was probably the best thing.
Okay. For me, I would have to say it was a good, much needed relaxation kind of vacation getaway with the family, a family trip. It was nice. Went to a French island in the Caribbean. Brushed off a little bit on my French. It was cool to sort of a little bit speak the language. But it was a nice time. You know, it's always good to come together with your family and just have some time. I mean, everyone, I think in my family, we're all very busy people and our schedules are kind of always all over the place. So anytime, you know, it's get together and just enjoy each other's company for a week, it's a nice time. So really enjoyed that. Bad thing. Jonka, hit me with your bad thing. Dalvin Cook going to the Jets?
No, I'm okay with it. I'll have to say the news about the bride and Michael family.
Yeah.
I was just surprised. And
it's a great story.
All a lie.
But here's my thing. I have two theories about that. Actually three. My first theory would be because he doesn't play anymore, right?
No.
So my first theory would be he ran out of money and he needs money. Number two would be what he's saying is actually real. And number three would be the media is making it up. Because if you think about it, like, why is he going to try to extort these people for money when they practically saved his life? If you think about it.
I don't think extort is the right word. Because basically what he said that since they supposedly that they signed a contract on his behalf. When he didn't know doing that. So whatever they made from the was just going to them, which is like wow. So even though he took millions in the and like he's robbed from his movie. But life is hard.
Brandon?
Well, the worst thing, because I don't know if I'm going to be talking about today, but the preseason poll came out.
Okay.
I don't know who in Ohio State that. Some people got top 3, number 1. What are they doing? I mean, did they not lose a quarterback to the draft? Are they not in the situation that Oklahoma's always in, where they were at least years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, from that, being a top 10, Utah not even being a 10 themselves, there's been a lot of weird stuff going on. That was one of the worst things overall. I just can't believe the eyebrow.
For me, it would have to be, and I talked to Jonka about this. I don't know if Brandon, if you've seen it, but Isaac had a trash take, man. Like probably the trash take I think I've heard in a bit now. So Brandon, I don't know if you saw the soccer player Marcelo accidentally stepped on the guy's leg, and so you remember that, right?
Very disgusting.
Yeah. Isaac, who's not on tonight, said that Marcelo should be suspended for half the season for that.
For accidental, again, horrific
freak accident.
Accidental.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, man. I think I just it's terrible. It's a terrible take. I think it's a terrible take. So I think that one, it was just like the worst thing I heard in the past week. I was like, bro, are you serious? That and Michael Orr. I was going to say the Michael Orr thing, but Jonka beat me to it first. But because I really love that story. It's a great story. But yeah, Isaac's take, terrible. But let's get into tonight. The first topic on the agenda tonight, gentlemen, is Dwayne Wade into the Hall of Fame. I loved it, man. It was such a good moment. Like the entire weekend was such a good moment, especially at the end with his dad when he brings his dad on the stage. That was great, man. And then even Allen Iverson introducing him and rocking the suit with the 3 in the back and said Wade. It was pretty awesome. Chris Bosh video bombing him just like the old days. It was great, man. It was well deserved by Dwayne Wade. And if you saw some of his content, like in his house, he showed the jerseys that he's got hanging in his house. He had all 3 Spurs of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker, and of course Chris Paul, LeBron. Those good friends. I'm happy for him, man. He's done a lot for the city of Miami. I think I would go around before you guys say, about D Wade going into the Hall of Fame. What would you guys say is your favorite, like all-time D Wade moment?
How do you know it?
Jonka, go ahead.
First of all, better? Much.
It's okay, but it'll do.
Okay. The dunk over Varejao.
Oh, the dunk over Varejao, bro. I don't know, man. Like the dunk over Varejao, and then of course the dunk on Perkins. That was pretty sweet too. I'm not gonna lie. The little spin move and then the dunk. That was nice.
I did see last game when he retired. So that special memory.
Brandon?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of moments that had like 06, 4, that and everything. So that was like years, but definitely a crazy moment in culture. But the one that always sticks for some reason, that playoff series against the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, yes.
With the one and only triple shirt guy. It was like D Wade on his 2 years, and he still got it. He's actually making these moves he never did before. And he was just in the moment. You know what I mean? It was just something you had to reward. It was a great rivalry out of nowhere, especially in Charlotte. So again, there's a lot of great moments that I have. The loss to James and Chris Davis, the moment in the finals. Basically won all of them franchise, but that moment, playoffs, it really sticks.
For sure, man. That was awesome. And he told that guy to sit down. I'm sure a lot of other choice words too. But I think my favorite D Wade moment has to be back to 06, man, against the Mavericks in the finals when he says, I ain't going out like this. He's down 2-0. And obviously we were young. We were very young in our lives, but I can remember vividly when we won the finals and Wade just gets that basketball and tosses it straight up into the air at American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Man, that has to be my favorite D Wade moment. Just how happy he was in the locker room holding his finals MVP trophy. It was great, man. It was great. And also what I liked about his speech when they said, how does it feel to be the only Marquette guy in the Hall of Fame? And he said, I'm not going to be the last because Jimmy Butler is coming into the Hall of Fame. And I was like, damn, that hit different. And
that's a hard promise to make, though, man. It's a hard promise, man. Again, Jimmy Butler, he's not a first ballot, but he probably will make all of it sometime.
Oh, for sure. For sure. He'll be in the Hall of Fame for sure. So it'll be cool to see another Marquette guy enter the Hall of Fame after D Wade. I think Jimmy Butler for sure is going to the Hall of Fame. But like you said, I don't think first ballot, but he'll be in there.
No, absolutely, man. But let me tell you from the ceremony itself, 26 minutes, and I thought it was more emotional because he brings in his dad.
Yeah.
Right. And then a little bit of tears here. But throughout the way, talking about mom, his players, of course, always, high tension, 20 on 11, repeat the whole game and all that.
Yeah.
But man was so here. It was the last one for a great reason. I mean, D Wade, he's like a better than State when he was on that podium. Like there's no way to describe it, but it was very similar. It was great to see. I'm not specifically a fan. On by night and all. But for what D Wade's basketball in Florida it was just insane.
Listen, man, if it was me, I'm an emotional person. If it was me, I would have been up there. I would have cried for sure. I would have cried. I wouldn't be able to hold it. But it was a great moment, man. It's so well deserved for Dwayne Wade. Again, everything he's done, 3 championships, 1 Finals MVP from 2006, 1 NBA All-Star Game MVP. Now, I want to ask, before we end this topic, do you think he was robbed from the regular season MVP in 2009?
In 2009, who was the one that won that year?
Kobe, I believe.
Well, Kobe went on to win the championship.
Yep, he did.
So is it a mistake that the guy that is in such a not a old career, but definitely like last championship he had left? I don't think it's like that crazy that he should have won, but definitely part of that considered. But I don't think it's that big.
You start looking at the stats, and D Wade did have better stats than Kobe that year. So ultimately, Kobe went on to win the championship. But dude, I don't know, man. I'd have to give that one MVP to D Wade. Jonka?
Same, I agree.
Yeah, man. At least one. Let the brother have at least one MVP. But we're going to switch gears, continuing with basketball. The NBA has released some games, but specifically Christmas Day. And from what we know, the Miami Heat are back in the Christmas Day lineup. Thank God, because I feel like it's been a couple years where I'm like, really? They put them over the Heat in Christmas Day? Like, come on. They deserve to be in there. And running through the schedule here, I believe it's the Heat and Sixers. Am I correct?
Well, yes.
Yeah, so it's Miami and Philadelphia on Christmas Day. And I'm not going to lie to you. I sort of think Miami and Philadelphia have kind of built a little bit of a rivalry going there. And especially they've met in the playoffs, I think, in the last, recent years. It's gotten kind of tense between both teams, to be honest. So I'm pretty excited for the Heat to be back on Christmas. And do we know yet, is that game in Miami or is it going to be in Philadelphia?
It'll be in Miami.
Nice. So we got a little FTX action. What I'm really excited for as well is the Warriors will be taking on the Denver Nuggets. So that's another game that'll be it'll bring the sauce. It'll be good. It'll be a good game.
What's your conversation?
I'm telling you, man. I feel like Golden State. I think they got one more left in them. One more chip left in them. And then we go, continuing on. Let's check in here the list. Dallas Mavericks and Phoenix Suns. That's an all right game. I mean, I think it's not as good as Denver and Golden State, but it's an all right game. I can't complain about it.
It's a terrible game.
It's
a god-awful game.
Brandon, I was just trying to be nice, okay?
Look, if you're gonna have the Phoenix Suns playing on Christmas Day, how about against the Clippers, right? Why Leonard against Kevin Durant? I would rather see them battle it out over Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and whoever they can scrap with them. It's gonna be a blowout. I don't think that game is worth anything. But definitely the West Coast game that never won. Love that Denver.
How are you feeling? I know I was about to ask you. How are you feeling about the Boston Celtics taking on the Los Angeles Lakers, just like old days?
I love it. Every single year, it's always a close matchup. Always have to highlight. Last year, there was like two sides of the coin, right? Like Lakers go Boston. They have an old time game there, and of course. The memes when LeBron was, and I will admit, he was fouled. Heavily fouled. The last layup, smacked by Jason Tatum, fouled. The whole Anthony thing. Celtics win overtime. But then the game goes to Los Angeles. Jason Tatum does incredible work over there and beats them out. So this rivalry throughout my entire time has always been close. There's never really been a blowout that I can remember, unless we're talking about Kyle year one. But man. I'm liking it. If it's in Boston, I do apologize. Boston, even better atmosphere. So it's hoping not Los Angeles here because
it's at. I just looked. It is at Los Angeles.
Yeah, I don't like that crap. It's not a Chris crowd. I don't know what it is. It's like because you know how they have like the whole core like the late show. You know what I mean? It's not Christmas vibe. Get a little lights in. A little red and green and whatnot.
Jonka, what do you feel about Celtics Lakers?
I know I like both teams, but Brandon, if there's ever one for the Celtics, it's going to have to be this game. If you could just make LeBron cry, that's it.
Hey, LeBron doesn't have a chance. It's going to be a guaranteed Celtics win on Christmas. They don't lose if they don't that much.
Hey, man. This one, I don't like this game. I think I hate this game more than the Mavericks and Suns. Is Milwaukee Bucks and New York Knicks. Like,
is that going to be in New York?
It is in New York.
That's all you need to know. That's the only reason why. It's going to be a new game on Christmas Day. You're going to get coffee, your presents all ready. And you're going to be down by 20. Like all you need. It's the Christmas tradition. Like the game or not. Randall. Hey, you got 30 points recently for
wrapping up right now with the exhibition before the FIFA World Cup. So the team's getting better, man. Might be close.
I don't know. It's just that game. It's not attractive to me. It's not attractive to me. But I agree with you. It's gonna be that noon game where like everyone like probably if anyone's waking up late on Christmas Day, they're tuning in like turned it on. It's like, oh, it's halftime. Oh, look, the Knicks are down by 30 already. It's gonna be one of those games. But definitely, I think my favorite out of the bunch. Oh man, it's hard because I really like Warriors Nuggets, but I like Celtics Lakers because of the tradition. So if I had to rank them, Warriors Nuggets, Celtics Lakers, 76ers Heat, Bucks Knicks, Mavericks Suns. At least for me.
What I would probably say is a good list. However, what I would probably say, let me see if we can list here, but I do know number one on my list will definitely be 76ers at Heat.
Okay.
I just want people to understand this because again, this might don't kill me on this, but this is what I believe off my brain. The last time we played a Christmas Day game in Miami against the Pelicans, Chris Bosh was on the team.
Yep.
This is a game that Miami fans have been waiting for a long time. It's going to be against the 76ers. There is slowly a rivalry building them. Of course, the two other teams with Philadelphia. Always going to be a connection. And now, James Harden might have a lead there for that game, but it is going to be there for Philadelphia by the time of the day. That's going to be a big game. And especially if James there, and if he's not, who knows? But that's going to be one of the most even and best game to watch. Second, I'll probably this course, Celtics, Lakers, rivalry, Christmas Day, and LeBron. How many years he's got left? I have no idea. No idea. Maybe he has 3 more. Maybe he's first round out of USC. But yes, so I got that one coming in second, third. I got Knicks Bucks because that's the guard under the Chris lights. You can't really ask anything better. Wear those NYC 90 black jerseys. I'd rather see that than watch any bit of Warriors at 30 or halfway asleep on negative. And you're on my last one. I do not want to see the Mavericks. How the Mavericks played against the Bulls on Christmas Day? Probably no one does. I don't. I don't remember that at all because apparently when they have the Christmas Day game, I'm always not watching 5 o'clock. I really don't care about it. So that's kind of my.
Jonka?
It's gonna be for me.
Okay.
Sixers Heat. Celtics Lakers.
Okay.
Mavericks Suns. Bucks Knicks.
Okay. Not bad. Can you guys on the top of your head remember a game on Christmas Day that was memorable to you? I have 2 in mind for me. For me, it's going to have to be, Brandon mentioned it earlier, was Heat and Lakers. Actually, I have to say 3 games. Heat and Lakers where Wade lobbed it to LeBron. Heat and Lakers where Wade I think it was on the All-Star game that Wade broke Kobe's nose, and then they faced each other. Or it was I don't know, something like that. Kobe had some sort of injury or whatever, and Kobe drilled the game-winning shot against Miami on Christmas Day. I remember that. And then it's funny, all 3 of these have the Lakers in it. I have to remember D Rose, prime D Rose and Chicago Bulls cooking up the Lakers. I remember that. So those would be the 3 memorable ones for me. What about you guys? Jonka's thinking hard at this one.
The Heat Lakers when Wade lobs the one you said.
Yeah.
Rose. That was my guy. Daniel knows. That was my guy.
Yeah.
And then I guess I was 2017, 2018. It was the Cavs and Warriors.
Oh, that was nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Man, but I'm also thinking about, do you guys remember the Christmas Day game? It was LeBron back in Miami as a Cavalier the second time. And Wade wanted all the smoke with Cleveland. He wanted all that smoke, and he did pretty damn well. And he had this nasty putback dunk. That was a great game. I remember that one as well. Brandon? I know Brandon's going to throw a Celtics one in there for sure.
No, of course. I remember this was back when they had like the Christmas days, or had like sleeve and all that.
Oh, yeah.
It was Celtics Brooklyn. Paul Pierce was doing this like 2012, 2013, something like that. But I remember they were in Brooklyn. Paul had a game, and the nicest Christmas tree. It was just like white lines inside was a me and all that. And he was a close game. He was able to close it out. He sprinted out the headband, sprinted out of the Brooklyn before he took a hot dog at him. I don't remember about that game. I think I remember watching it. I was like, man, we really got that win. But yeah, that game comes to mind a lot about the John Wall 3-6 game against the Knicks back in the day. That was
I remember that.
And also he's on a fight, I think.
Yep.
But of course, I think the biggest one definitely that Cavaliers Warriors that you mentioned. That one was like Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson just good. That was an insane game to watch, especially in Ohio. Of all places. But those three definitely come to mind whenever I think about Christmas.
I don't know. Do you remember? I think it was Boston and Brooklyn where Chris Humphries got into a fight with, I think it was Rondo or something like that. He got into a fight with somebody. It was Boston and Brooklyn.
That might have been that game, actually. That might have been that game because it does map on timeline.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that. I remember Brooklyn. And again, this was like division or like a super heater rivalry type of thing. I remember the Celtics Brooklyn had like a little battle here and there. So that might have been that.
That was a great game. Anyways, moving on to our third topic of the night, and we got to bring out the little violin for Jonka because the Miami Marlins defeat the New York Yankees in a weekend series. Man, does that sound familiar? Sounds like 0-3 all over again. Oh, man. The Yankees took the Friday game, but then the Marlins came back, took Saturday and Sunday, won Sunday's game in dramatic fashion, bringing in the runs, 5 runs in the 9th. And then, of course, the total attendance just for the weekend at Lone Depot Park between the Marlins and the Yankees was 100,001. Pretty spectacular. We know the Cuban community is in an article on Plug Talk Sports. You guys can check it out. The Cuban community has a love for the New York Yankees, so I definitely know there was a big presence for the Yankees at Lone Depot. But people showed out. It was good. I think it was the largest attendance they've ever had for Marlins at Lone Depot in history. But man, what a bad look for the New York Yankees. They are struggling. They're not looking good at all. I think the only memorable thing they had from this weekend series in Miami was a 464 blast from Aaron Judge. And that was about it. Everything else was the Marlins.
Well, man, I'm telling you right now, I went to the game Friday. Actually there too. So we had a connection there, but I remember looking for like parking in the garage. Like first inning started, I'll be there late. Traffic insane. I go into the building. It's the second inning. We're down 3-1. Like the runs that the Yankees were able to get alone in that first game, I'm just thinking to myself, no way that I'm gonna come back on Saturday and finish off. But Sandy Alcantara gets the job done. Looking on Friday, but Sandy definitely showed up on Saturday, and Marlins walk off on Sunday. if you ask me, the Yankees are a 500 team. Like, they're in an okay spot right now. I don't think they're the water's the boat, but huge for the Marlins in the wild card. I mean, right now, just that last wild card, really pushing it. Berger showed up well with position from us during the trade deadline. I don't like him at all. I saw him Friday. Our guy's name started. But then again, he's following by the next two because that guy was overall. He's got the job done. All the best jerseys there is on the man. But for me personally, it was my first time seeing the Yankees in person and seeing Giancarlo in person jersey besides the Marlins street. It's still weird to me. Still weird to me, dude. Like I was in the so I went out to the area where there's like a baseline. I checked them out in right field. I'm yelling, you retire Marlon? You coming back? Didn't even acknowledge. I think it's over. Man, it's going to be a Yankee jersey and then retire Dodger. That's what I'm really seeing. So.
Listen, there is a conspiracy that Derek Jeter came to Miami to ship him off to the Yankees.
It's a fact. It is a cold fact. Man, Mr. October, even in wheels. Okay. There was many of the Yankees and somehow approved. So, but yeah. Great weekend overall for Miami baseball, and still alive in the wild card. I look for that.
Jonka, now you may have the stage to cry your tears for the New York Yankees.
I am coming. This series sucked. People out there. I'm not gonna blame are not at fault. They're just there to play. I'm blaming management and ownership for how bad the Yankees have been. Aaron Boone is like every game is thrown out because he's a little kid and not like Rose that the other pitcher is throwing and the umpire. Like, buddy, shut up. Just shut up. It's giving bad vibes to the team. It's making it difficult for us to be professional. And on top of that, ownership. What are you doing? This is you have Aaron Boone making you guys like clowns. It's like he's doing his job. Whenever he gets anything, he gets in a problem, when he gets hitting, the catching, whatever it is, he just fix it. Like when are you gonna fix it, bro? We're almost in October, and you haven't fixed anything. You're five games now behind the third spot, the wild card spot. If you guys just get together, put on a good run, you couldn't still make the playoffs. But it just the attitude Irvin has is absolutely horrible. Cashman go. Brian Cashman needs to go. But I think I'm moving now. He's coming back for 4. So another story in my head is I just we don't get right now. Is number one pitching, which is good. We got good pitching. We got the play. We've had no consistent management. We got a new coach, new batting coach. We didn't do anything. What's it called? The trade deadline. Anybody. We didn't at all. So I'm just giving up with this season. Whatever happens. I think they're just settling down for Ohtani. It just looks like that. They're gonna try to see what we get for the season, and then they'll go for it.
Listen, there's certain organizations in sports that when they don't win a championship for a long time, the noise starts getting louder and louder and louder of when are you going to win? When are you going to win? It's been forever. When are you going to win? Those organizations that I can think of around sports is in soccer, it's always when is Real Madrid going to win their next Champions League?
Mm-hmm.
I would think when is the Cowboys going to win another Super Bowl? And also, and it's growing loud, especially this year. When is the New York Yankees going to win another World Series? They have not won one since 2009. And that last time, Alex Rodriguez was a Yankee on that team. And let me tell you, and I sent you the roster the other day of the players that were on that Yankee team. They were stacked. They were, in fact, I want to look it up right now and tell you the players that were on that 2009 Yankees team.
No, and plus, they've been managing years, bro. They got Isaiah Caneta at second base. But he's a third baseman. And then they have you should be like first baseman. Players that already position. Kind of for left up. Holding glove. Third base. Shortstop, bro.
Listen.
It doesn't make sense.
Listen to me. I'm going to throw you out some names of the 2009 Yankees that you guys, I'm 100% you guys will know. Brandon's going to know this one. I don't know about John, but Brandon's going to know this one for sure. A guy by the name of A.J. Burnett. Used to pitch for the Marlins. Bro. Guy was on their roster. Let's see. Oh, of course. Come on. Andy Pettitte was on the Yankees roster that year. Can't go wrong with Mariano Rivera.
Go.
CC Sabathia was on the Yankees that year. Of course, Jorge Posada.
Posada, bro.
Francisco Cervelli. Bro, I'm telling you, the Robinson Cano. Derek Jeter. Alex Rodriguez. Mark Teixeira.
That was my guy, bro. Love Teixeira.
Melky Cabrera. Johnny Damon. Dude, Johnny Damon. Brett Gardner. Nick Swisher. Nick Swisher was a beast. And Hideki Matsui. I'm telling you, that team was stacked for 2009. But it's been a while now that the Yankees, you can say, oh, they're in contention. It's been quite a while, and the noise is growing louder and louder for this Yankees team. And they currently sit at the bottom of the AL East with a 60-58 record at .508 percentage, just barely above the 500 mark. It's safe to say, I think the Marlins are having a better year than the Yankees is so far.
No, absolutely. And also, what I would say about teams hearing the noise, I'm more surprised you mentioned the Mets. I mean, what was the last year? The 80s? Keith Hernandez was still a thing. But the Marlins, in a weird way, the progression is going by. Every single year, better and better. You got playoff appearance, getting big games, attracting big games. And frankly, when you look at our division, the Braves are the World Series recently. The Nationals are the World Series recently.
Phillies have been in the World Series.
Been. Hopefully they get away. The fact that they're games above us right now kicks me in the butt. But I'm telling you right now, Marlins up, man. It's looking like progressing to that.
Now we look at the wild card. Miami's in that third spot. It's Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Miami right now. And they got to hold on. The Cubs are right behind them, just one game off. When we look at the AL, the Yankees, they got some work to do. They're 5 games back of the top spot for the wild card. It's Tampa Bay, Houston, and Toronto right now in that wild card. But anyways, yeah, for sure. Marlins having a better year than the New York Yankees this year. And I'm happy with that. You know what? It just gives me – and they had I don't know if it was Friday when you guys were there, but they honored some of the players from the 2003 World Series. I'll never forget, man, to end this topic off, I'll never forget. Ground ball, Josh Beckett picks it up, gets the tag, and the Marlins, with the upset of being a wild card team, took out the Giants, took out the Cubs, and which was a very good Cubs team, and make their way and defeat the Giants. It was literally David and Goliath in that World Series. And we all know how that story goes. David defeats Goliath, Marlins defeat the Yankees, and it played out the same way this weekend. So it was great. We had some interesting reactions last night in our group chat when I sent the NFL's lists of the top quarterbacks. We had some very interesting reactions in the chat of what happened here in this list. Here's the list. At number 1 from the Kansas City Chiefs, as expected, Patrick Mahomes. At number 2 is Philadelphia Eagles' Jalen Hurts. At number 3 is Joe Burrow. At 4 is Josh Allen. At 5 is Justin Herbert. At 6 is Kirk Cousins. At 7 is Aaron Rodgers. At 8 is Dak Prescott. Number 9 is Jared Goff. Number 10 is Lamar Jackson. Number 11 is Geno Smith. Number 12 is Tua Tagovailoa. 13, Justin Fields. And 14, Trevor Lawrence. You know, the more I read this list, I feel like the more I disagree with it.
Yeah.
How is Jared Goff one spot ahead of Lamar Jackson? Like, what?
I'm telling you, man.
Don't sleep on Goff, bro.
Jonka, please, for the love of God, don't sit here and tell me that Jared Goff is ranked higher. You agree with him being ranked higher than Lamar Jackson.
We're not even talking about just Lamar Jackson.
Oh, no, there's more to this.
We're talking about Trevor Lawrence ranked higher. And actually, one thing I thought was really insane. Really insane. Where's Kyler Murray? Where's Russell Wilson? Where's the I'm just saying, man. The is unreal. I'm just saying. The sense of talent, like the Detroit hype is unreal in that division. If I'm honestly, I'm thinking myself, they don't win the division. Like maybe it's off the season. That's the way I'm looking at the hype around Detroit right now. So Jared Goff listed as a top 10 in the Hawks NFL. But the rest of the list, and you mentioned before, the top three, that's an undisputed top three in mind. Joe Burrow, as well as Mahomes. Justin Herbert being there number 5. As a Dolphins fan, he kills me every single time.
Wait, well, hold up. Look, I'm not trying to be biased. I don't know, bro. Like, you okay with Herbert being in front of Dak?
I kid you not. Herbert is, and don't take this in any way, miles ahead of Dak. In skill, throw power, and accuracy. And if we're talking about accuracy, you see the Dallas Cowboys highlights in their camp. But again, as a Dolphin fan, it feels me I'm like, man, why didn't we take the guy out of Oregon draft? I think about that all the time. I think about that every single day. They got Amarillo 2.0 here. But the California kid, West Coast goes to California for a reason. And there's a reason why the Chargers are able to play up appearances. But yeah, I really believe that Justin Herbert, in a really weird way, he does belong in top 10, top 5. Above Aaron Rodgers, I'm positive about that. Kirk Cousins, if you're a stat guy, he belongs at number 6. And Lamar Jackson is last one 10. I think Lamar Jackson definitely should be up there. Of course, he hasn't been boosting like he did in his MVP season, but definitely better than nine guys, if not five guys in that list.
Here's my thing about the context of this list. Are we saying right now or historically? Because if we're talking historically, Aaron Rodgers should not be number 7.
No, of course. Aaron Rodgers be number 2, at least.
Number 2, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, this is right now talent. I mean, again, Kirk Cousins being a top 10 quarterback historically in the NFL right now, that's not a thing at all.
Okay, can you at least give me Dak better than Kirk Cousins?
Look, Kirk in Minnesota, there's a reason why they have a good offense. It's not just Justin Jefferson.
Nah, I agree. He's got a soft. I'm telling you, after watching the show, Kirk Cousins has a soft spot in my heart.
He does. But I would say though, Dak, I think he is definitely a top quarterback. He's miles ahead of Jared Goff. I think he's also better. Also, I think the thing that we're also missing, the elephant in the room, Geno Smith, at number 11 over Tagovailoa and Justin Fields. Geno had 1 year. Seattle had 1 year without Russell Wilson with Geno Smith. And we're down to top 15 over, mind you, Eric Carr, over Trevor Lawrence.
I was about to bring that up.
Like there's so much more skilled guys out there. And of course, yes, they might not be on winning team at the moment, but skill-wise, performance-wise, I mean, come on. Geno Smith had a terrific year. Yeah, took Seattle to the playoffs. But
to be honest,
that's what I'm saying.
I'd flip 2 and 3. I would put Joe Burrow at 2 and Hurts at 3.
No.
Jonka?
I think
Bro, Joe Shiesty. I think Joe Shiesty is I think he's better than Hurts, man.
If we just go like what they potentially do, then this whole list can be rearranged. but if we're going based off what they did,
no, I just think it's the talent, like the talent right now.
It's tough. Because Jalen Hurts,
look, regardless of what they mean by this list, I feel like this whole list could be rearranged.
No, absolutely. I don't know who they have right now, man. Like, I understand that first take and also Stephen Chandler along. There's a lot of people around the media, a lot of outlets. But they got something out with this, man. I mean, get the brains together. You know what I mean? Get the ESPN and fix this up.
I agree with you in the sense that 1 through 3 are a safe bet. But out of 3, like the top 3, it's messed up.
It is messed up. And not even that. Actually, hold on. Let me look back at this real quick. Just for you to see the insanity about it. Josh Allen. And again, you can make an easy argument about Josh Allen being a top quarterback right now in the NFL. Because, reality, I'm thinking the list is not only about talent, it's also about the success of that quarterback. Because again, if it was just talent, Lamar Jackson would be more than just top 10. But man, Josh Allen is taking the Bills through what best record in the NFL multiple times throughout the season. And yes, he's not been able to get up in the AFC. Of course, it's really hard to do against Patrick Mahomes and company, but I don't know. Joe Burrow, great quarterback, but he has the cool after Josh Allen. So you could make that up.
Listen. All I know is
I don't even, Jonka, before you go, like, Dak is not better than Lamar Jackson, bro. Like, come on.
But Dak didn't make the playoff. That's if we're gonna base it on here, then so far it has been correct. Wait.
Wait, hold. You're saying the list is correct?
If we just based on how the team and quarterback ended up, then it makes sense. But if you're going to go how the and obviously every Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, and then whoever's after that.
But Jonka, if we're gonna base it off of last year, that means that Dak Prescott will be higher than Kirk Cousins. Because Dak went further in the playoffs, I think.
Yeah. And we'll hold up. Because Kurt in the Minnesota Vikings goes to the playoff game. The Cowboys, they won a playoff last year.
Yes, they beat Tampa, lost to San Francisco. I think Minnesota hosted New York and lost to New York.
Yes. But the Cowboys record-wise, that's probably looking at. They didn't win the division.
Yeah,
but that might be the reason. Again, Fox, who knows what Fox decided to do with this break? I think honestly it's performance and skill.
Yeah.
But definitely Kirk Cousins. Wise. I mean, there's nothing you can argue with. They went on what game winning streak something like that middle of the season too.
And then Aaron Rodgers at 7. If we're basing off of last year, Aaron Rodgers at 7, questionable.
Look, just the fact that the Green Bay Packers almost in the playoffs last year, I think Aaron Rodgers is where he's at.
And who do you lose to? Jared Goff.
If you say one more thing about Jonka and these Lions, there's 2 people he's been pissing me off with. The Lions, we get it. I know they're okay. But then Geno Smith. Jonka's on the Geno train.
Hey, South Florida.
Jared Goff last season. 4,438 yards. 5 games over 300 plus yards. 29 touchdowns with interceptions. Lamar Jackson only had 260 yards, 17 touchdowns from interceptions. Who performed better? Way better. Jared Goff. Who made it further?
Hold up. I have a hot take. This might be a hot take. So this list has a top 14, right?
Okay.
I don't think Tua belongs in the list.
I don't know why he's in the first place. It's all reason the Patriots lose. Patriots win. Not even the playoff.
Look, for Tua's argument, this is the guy that's been touched 3 times throughout last season. Has barely been on the field. But whenever he's on the field, he puts up numbers. On the comeback against Baltimore, the big games on the road, he puts up numbers when he's on the field. And maybe you can say, Mac Jones, maybe they were right there. Maybe the Jets were right there. It all took by Sanders side all that.
I'm putting Trevor over Tua. Trevor should be over Tua.
I would replace Tua and throw in Derek Carr.
We're going all base again. We're going base.
I put in Brock Purdy.
Shut up! Stop!
The disrespect.
Oh my God!
Hey,
all I know is Garoppolo
so far.
Brandon's having a headache right now.
We're gonna put Aaron Rodgers. If we're gonna put Aaron Rodgers at 7, when he hasn't even done anything for the past 2 decades, then I can be too when he hasn't done anything for the past 2 years.
Look, an Iowa State quarterback, the top 10 quarterback in the NFL. All right. All I know is that Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G, is going to keep the playoffs next year. And he's going to be the next person.
Wait. So you're telling me Tua would be in the top 10?
Tua, again, we're basically what we've seen from him, not the result of the Dolphins season at the end. He wasn't there. Tua on the field was one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL. And again, that is something I will really say was Tua Tagovailoa, on the field, was one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's not getting full ball to his own line. I'm just saying it, man. You look at the big Dolphins.
Brandon, I'm not laughing at you or what you're saying. I'm laughing at the fact that whatever Jonka has written down on that piece of paper, the man looked down to look at the paper and looked back up at you.
I'm just saying. Look.
Is he broken? Did you break Jonka?
Look, when he's on the field,
I'm just Do you tell me that Mr. Tagovailoa is gonna do this year? When this season has not even O-line because there's like Achilles heel.
Look, I'm just saying the only thing that's wrong about Tua is things that are outside around to it. O-line, injury. When he's on the field, he'll be working at it, man.
I personally think that Tua has been saved by Tyreek Hill. Week in and week out. Underthrows footballs. Tyreek's going to come back and get it.
I don't know, man.
I get the whole go down the field. Give me a 10-yard pass here, 5-yard pass here, a couple runs here. Just little by little. Work the clock. But no. Whenever he plays one thing, he just has to go deep and just see we put up. Do it 3-4 times, like every half. He's not doing it.
Jaka, I will say to both of you, I was at Dolphins training camp this morning, and I will say, in the 2-minute drill that they were doing, Skylar Thompson was getting a lot of minutes.
I wonder why.
Switching to our final topic. If you guys haven't seen it on Netflix, it's out now. It's a documentary about Johnny Manziel. And just not to spoil it too much and just briefly touch base upon it, there's two things that I found was like an emotional roller coaster, absolutely incredible. Was one, when Johnny Manziel was cut from the Cleveland Browns, he stated that he wanted to commit suicide, which was an extremely just dark thing, a saddening thing to hear. I just think it wasn't only being cut by the Browns. I just think he was in a very dark place in his life. And then the other was, which I thought was, it was kind of comical, but the fact that the Browns had issued him an iPad and the IT person for the Browns was like, he has watched or used the iPad 0.0%, and he has watched 0 game film. This guy's literally just going out and winging it on Sundays. It was intense. It was very insane too.
Yeah, I haven't watched. I don't have Netflix Max guy, but from just the trailers and the online. Man, I think the biggest part about that story, and of course, you all live his story. Mark playing games, Texas A&M, Johnny football, maniac, Texas football, Texas A&M. It's like this guy was a young kid, going through all this stuff when NIL was getting going on. Also due to the fact that he's a huge name guy in college football. At like 18, 19, 20 years old. That's a huge story that I think a lot of people have seen, especially the collegiate level. Definitely look back on it's kind of puts so where I need to go. Take Johnny's experience at the level. But I haven't seen unfortunately I haven't seen it yet. A huge documentary guy for sports, but I gotta go to Netflix. Johnny Manziel. The one where the Gators are going to later on.
Yeah. Swamp Kings.
Yeah. That one. Especially from just overall that season. A lot of stories like that. Plus the fact that going on for that series. I definitely gotta go to that. So definitely download. Definitely don't. I know. I'll be
for sure. Jonka, final point of the night.
I haven't gone to the I guess the documentary yet. But from what I've heard of you, and it's kind of shocking. I never thought that he would try to attempt that. I think the team noticed that there was a bit of a problem with all his drinking and shenanigans off the field. And knowing that he was texting them, and then he was a little crazy. It's like all right, we're getting it. Let's
Give it a chance.
Let's try to fix this problem where we have to deal with it later. And in the butt. And then when you see that he never was maybe the game. It just shows like how in just a dark place. And then I'm glad that he come out now and share his experience. But hopefully he continue on growing. Hopefully maybe he can come back sometime. But
yeah. Well, that's all we have for you guys tonight. We hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. We'll be back next week with episode 106. We hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Again, we appreciate you guys tuning in, and of course, tune into all of our social media for any updates. And finally, as well, we are thinking for the great state of Hawaii that's going through some wildfires and tough times right now. Luckily, I've been able to enjoy some time over there just last March. It's absolutely heartbreaking. So our thoughts, for all of us here at PlugTalkSports are with them. And again, have a great night.